Stop hiding your arms. I know exactly how it feels. You put on a watch, and it spins around your wrist like a hula hoop. You go to shake someone's hand, and they feel bone instead of power. You train your chest, your back, and your biceps, but when you look in the mirror, your arms still look like twigs. Why? Because of your wrists. Here is the harsh truth that no one wants to tell you. You cannot grow your wrist bone. That is genetics. If you have small bones, you have small bones. End of story. But, and this is a massive but, you can change how they look. You can build so much raw muscle on your forearms, the flexors, the extensors, and the brachioradiales, that nobody will ever notice your small wrists again. You can create the Popeye effect. Most people waste their time doing hundreds of light reps that do absolutely nothing. Today, we stop that. I am going to show you the only 3 exercises you need to turn those skinny sticks into massive vascular power tools. Let's fix this. The anatomy of the problem. Before we pick up a weight, you need to understand why your forearms are staying small. Your forearms are not like your chest or your quads. They are endurance muscles. Think about it. You use your hands all day long, typing, holding your phone, opening doors. These muscles are used to low-level activity. This means doing 3 sets of 10 reps with a light dumbbell is not going to shock them into growing. It is like trying to build massive legs by walking to the mailbox. It just won't work. To make these stubborn muscles grow, you need 2 things: extreme heaviness and extreme pump. We need to attack the 3 main areas. 1, the flexors, the underbelly of the forearm. 2, the extensors, the top of the forearm that gives you that thick, rugged look. And 3, the brachioradialis, the thick muscle that bridges the gap between your bicep and your forearm. If you miss one of these, your arm will look flat. But if you hit all 3, you create a 3D look that screams power. So forget the plastic hand grippers you bought on Amazon. Throw them in the trash. Here are the real mass builders. Exercise 1, the heavy overload. Exercise number 1. We are starting with raw strength, the heavy farmer's carry. Stop rolling your eyes. I am not talking about walking around with 20-pound dumbbells. I am talking about heavy, heavy weight. This exercise attacks everything. It forces your flexors to work overtime just to keep your fingers closed. It builds a grip that can crush apples. But here is where everyone messes it up. You pick up the weight and you rely on friction. You just hook your fingers and let the weight hang. That is lazy. That is not building muscle. That is just stretching your joints. Here is the fix. When you pick up those dumbbells, or kettlebells, or plates, I want you to actively crush the handle. Imagine you are trying to turn the steel handle into dust. Squeeze it until your knuckles turn white. Keep your shoulders back, chest up, and walk. Do not rush. This isn't a race. Walk slowly. Feel the burn starting in your fingers, traveling up your wrist, and setting your entire forearm on fire. Aim for 45 to 60 seconds of walking. If you can walk for longer than a minute, the weight is too light. Go heavier. This exercise creates the foundation. It thickens the tendons and adds density to the muscle belly. Do this, and your handshake will never feel weak again. Exercise 2, the width builder. Exercise number 2. Now that we have woken up the grip, we need to target the width. We are doing the Thumbless Reverse Curl. This is the most underrated arm exercise in existence. Period. Most people have decent biceps, but they have 0 brachioradialis. That is the muscle on the top of your forearm. When this muscle grows, it pushes everything out. It makes your arm look twice as wide when someone looks at you from the front. If you skip this, your arm will always look flat. Here is the proper form, because 90% of you are doing it wrong. Grab an S-bar or a pair of dumbbells. Now here is the secret. Take your thumb and put it on the same side as your fingers. Use a thumbless grip. Why? Because when you wrap your thumb around the bar, you tend to squeeze tight and use your bicep too much. By removing the thumb, you force the top of the forearm to do all the lifting. Keep your elbows pinned to your ribs. Lift the weight up, but stop before your forearms touch your biceps. Keep the tension on the muscle. Now, lower it slowly. 3 seconds down. 1, 2, 3. You should feel a deep, burning stretch on the top of your forearm. Do not swing. If you have to swing your hips to get the weight up, drop the ego and drop the weight. We are aiming for high reps here. The brachioradialis loves blood flow. Go for 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. By the last rep, you shouldn't be able to lift your water bottle. Exercise 3, the isolation. Exercise number 3. We have hit strength. We have hit width. Now we need to hit the meat, the flexors. We are doing the behind the back barbell wrist curl. Listen to me. Stop doing wrist curls sitting on a bench with your arms resting on your knees. It puts too much stress on the wrist joint and limits your range of motion. Doing them behind the back is safer and far more effective for growth. Here is the setup. Stand near a squat rack. Set a barbell up just below your butt height. Turn around and grab the bar with a palms facing back grip. Hands shoulder width apart. Now, let the bar roll down your fingers, all the way down until it is almost falling out of your hand. Feel that massive stretch in your inner forearm. Then, curl your fingers up, then curl your wrists up as high as you can. Squeeze hard at the top. This is a short range of motion, but the tension is insane. Because the bar is behind you, you can't cheat. You can't use your biceps. It is pure isolation. This builds that round, meaty muscle on the inside of your forearm. The part that pops out when you roll up your sleeves. Keep the rep tempo controlled. Roll down, curl up, squeeze. This is going to burn. It is going to feel like your skin is about to tear. That is good. That is growth. Do 3 sets of 15 reps. Frequency and programming. Now, let's talk about how to put this together. Because doing this once a month won't change anything. Your forearms are stubborn. They are used to work. You need to punish them. You can train these exercises 2 to 3 times a week. I recommend adding them at the end of your back day or your arm day. Do not do them before your heavy lifts, or your grip will fail, and you will drop the deadlift. Start with the heavy farmer's carries to pre-exhaust the grip. Move to the reverse curls to pump the upper arm. Finish with the behind the back curls to destroy the flexors. And a quick note on diet. You are trying to build tissue. If you are eating like a bird, you will stay skinny. You need protein, you need calories, and you need recovery. Muscles don't grow from air. They grow from food. Having skinny wrists is not a life sentence. It is a choice. You can complain about your small genetics, or you can pick up the heavy weights and force your body to adapt. Look at arm wrestlers. Look at mechanics. Look at climbers. They don't have magic genetics. They have time under tension. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop wrapping your wrists in straps for every single exercise. Let your forearms work. Do these 3 exercises consistently for 60 days, and I guarantee your watch is going to fit a lot tighter. Stop looking weak. Start training for power. Subscribe for more truth. I'll see you in the next one.